Good morning everybody, so welcome back to my channel. I have had the most hectic morning ever. So I've been up since 8 AM, pottering around the apartment, sorting out something this morning that was an absolute disaster, which I'm gonna tell you about in a second. I thought today I'd try and turn a bad morning into a good day, and bring you all the apartment tour. Now, this has been so highly requested over the last couple of weeks. I literally cannot believe how much you guys want to see this apartment. I've been showing sneak peeks of the apartment on my Instagram like most days, and pretty much just this kind of area, like this door area, and the kitchen and stuff. I've been showing sneak peeks, but since I've been putting up pictures, everyone's like, please give us a full apartment tour, which completely was not the plan. I mentioned this in my last video that I was never going to do a tour here and that we wanted to keep it really private. Then the papers just go and release it anyway, so to be honest, we could have probably just stayed where we were. But do you know what? I'm so happy we've moved here. This apartment is still rented. There's been so much misconception about us buying this apartment and like this whole house. This isn't ours. Best believe we've been looking for a house now for coming up to a year. Like since we came out of Love Island, we've literally been on Rightmove every single day trying to find a house and having absolutely no luck. So we're in this place at the moment until we do find a house, which hopefully, fingers crossed, will be in the next 6 months, because I don't really want to take out another 6 months on this place, because like renting is just so expensive and pointless because you're never going to get the money back. Then you could be putting it into a mortgage or something, but it's all very confusing. Not, you know, it's too much for my little pea-sized brain to take in, especially at this time in the morning. I'm going to give you the tour today. I'm going to show you around. It's not going to be like majorly in depth. I don't like really in-depth tours, like when you start talking about where your candle holders are from. Like there's no need to do that, but I'll just show you around. Okie dokie, so there are actually 2 entrances to our apartment. I did post a picture on my Instagram story the other day getting this funky part of the apartment in. This is actually a lift that goes into our apartment. It's taken me a while to get used to, I'm not gonna lie, and I'm so petrified that I'm gonna wake up in the middle of the night and hear like the lift opening. Do you know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, it is very handy when you have loads of bags of shopping and you don't want to like carry them all up the stairs and stuff. Don't mind me in my pajamas, by the way. So yeah, that is the funky lift, which by the way you can only access with a special key. So this is like our hallway area. We bought the old mirror from that old apartment. Pretty much all the furniture you see in this again will be Origi Bianchi, which I have mentioned before. But yeah, this mirror is from Origi Bianchi. It's absolutely huge. This is our hallway area. I love the lights that go all the way down the center. This carpet, by the way, is literally so thick. I did some hoovering this morning, you can see the hoover lines, and it literally took me so long. At the end of this hallway we have mine and Tommy's bedroom. Now don't mind the state of the bed, I need to strip the bedding off and stuff, so I haven't made it this morning. This is what our bedroom looks like. We had a Rightmare with our TVs. That TV there is actually the TV that we had in our old apartment, and when we switched it on after having someone come and put it on the wall for us, it was actually smashed to pieces. So in the move, I don't know if something maybe fell on it or hit it or something, and I've just got a chair there because I've been doing my makeup there because the light's really good from that window. So this is just the same bed that we had in our old apartment, again from Origi Bianchi, and then that stuff up there is just Chai's toys and his little blanket. Through here is Tommy's wardrobe area. He's extremely happy about this because at our old place he never actually had a proper wardrobe space. I just gave him like a little shoe cupboard with a blooming rail in it, which he absolutely hated me for because he has a lot of clothes for a boy and had no room for them. So this is our ensuite bathroom. This is one of my favorite parts about this apartment because it has a bath, and honestly guys, I cannot explain to you how happy I am to have an apartment now with a bath in, because our last one had a sauna but no bath. Like, what is the need for that? In our last place we didn't have any storage for anything. We just had like to use the side area for all of our bits and bobs, so this is nice to have a drawer now to put all of my random like beauty bits in, which is really helpful. And then through here is the room that I don't even really want to show you, but it's fine because this isn't always going to be like this, obviously. This is going to be my dressing room. So I had Taylor Bespoke come in a couple of days ago and measure up my wardrobe that's going to go here. I'm going to film the whole process of this room being transformed into like my YouTube and wardrobe space, because I think that'll be quite cool to show you guys. The reason why I couldn't bring the last wardrobe with me is because obviously that was a very tall one and these walls are all slanted, so it has to be made specially to fit in there. That is actually a problem that cannot be fixed right now, so it needs to be solved. And I've just been storing my makeup like in random areas, but this room is really not great right now. Within like 3 weeks it will all be sorted and organized, and I'll definitely film that process for you. Through here, in there is just like a storage cupboard where we've just kept like suitcases and brooms and the TV box. Through here we have a spare bathroom, which is cute. I've put some little Jo Malone candles and soap in there. It's going to be used by like obviously friends and family if they're over and stuff, which is opposite the lounge, which is handy. And then through here we have another spare bedroom. Now this is going to be like Tommy's room, I think. He wants to put a pool table in here and have a few bits and bobs, and I've got some laundry there that needs to be sorted out. That's actually some planning for a video that I have coming up, which is going to be so funny. I can't wait for you guys to see it. But yeah, we bought Mowgli from our last apartment. He's taken prime position in the corner. Oh my god, there's a fly. Yeah, we had to bring Mowgli with us. He's like our little security guard for when we're out. Here we have another bathroom with a shower. Through here we just have a utility space. I actually need to order a washer and a dryer for in here, just to go in here, because look at all that washing in the corner. Like, don't even talk to me about that. Then through here, let me just get this focused, is the space that I have been showing a little bit on my Instagram. Now this is just my favorite space I've ever seen in an apartment. I'm actually going to come from this way. So from the balcony looking in, this is what our living area looks like. So we've got our big TV on the wall with a cute fireplace underneath. Cannot wait for in the colder months to turn on and have like a little gas fire going. I think that'll be so sweet. We used to get rinsed all the time for having this furniture in our last place, because obviously it didn't really go. Like the last place was all exposed brick. And this furniture didn't really look right, but I always knew that we were going to end up living in a place that looked more like this than the last place. That's why we picked this, because obviously now we've bought it here and it fits really perfect. So I'm very happy with the furniture in this place. So this is our balcony, which is actually the main reason why we have moved here. Just a little backstory as to why we actually did end up moving here. Obviously the balcony is so amazing and so huge, and when we first got Chai, we were like, oh, we definitely need to move to somewhere with a garden or like an outside space. I'd actually spoken to a lot of people with Pomeranians living in an apartment, and most of them have said that it's completely fine to have one in an apartment, and I think we definitely could have trained him to be toilet trained like when we take him out and stuff, but we just thought that we definitely wanted to try and find somewhere with an outside space just so it would have been nicer for him. So we started hunting, came across this place, and the viewing was actually the afternoon after he'd passed away, so the day after he passed away. I rang up my manager and was like, oh, can you cancel that viewing for me? Like obviously we don't want to go anymore. And she was like, do you know what, just go, it will get you out of the house, it will take your minds off things, because we were just sat in like obviously so upset, like crying and stuff all day. So just go out literally purely to take your mind off things and as a distraction. So we ended up coming with no intention of getting it whatsoever, because we didn't need it. Like we didn't need the outside space, because obviously we didn't have the dog anymore. So when we came here, like we ended up walking in and we were like, oh, we actually absolutely love it. And in that moment, all we wanted was a change. I was like, I just need to get out of that apartment. Like something about it doesn't feel nice anymore. It just feels sad. So we had no intention of getting this place when we came to view it. But it just turned out that it just felt right for us. So that's why we ended up moving here. Just a little side story. I know you want to see the rest of the tour, I'm sorry. I'll just show you into the little kitchen area now. So again, we've bought all of our furniture from our old place. This is all really Bianchi. I absolutely love this table. But this thing weighs an absolute ton. Like it's like a solid piece of marble, and it's so heavy. I love how it's so open plan. That's like my favorite thing about this place, is just the open planness of it, and how it has just such a light, airy feel to it because of these huge bifold doors. Today it's like 28 degrees, so I've got them open. So yeah, I love how like bright and clean and airy the kitchen always feels. Just ignore that massive pile of rubbish down there, because as I said before, like we don't have a chute that we can just chuck things down anymore, so we're trying to get used to like taking the bins out more frequently. The hob, which I'm still trying to get used to, it's a little bit different from our old hob, and some of our pans don't work on here anymore because it's a different kind of cooker, which is the most uninteresting fact I think I've ever said in my life. Such an adult fact. And then in the fridge, let's have a little look inside our fridge. Much more impressive than the last place. Our fridge was always empty at our last place, but I'm making more of an effort now to like make sure we have food in all the time, and like meal preps and stuff. Like these are some meal preps. I'm gonna have one of them for lunch. I'm starving. I'm not gonna go into like massive amount of detail because there's really no point. Oh, I can tell you what happened this morning with the mirror. So basically in this area here, I'm gonna insert a picture of the mirror that I had ordered for it to go in there. I had been waiting 3 weeks for this mirror to come, because I've wanted this mirror, I'm not even joking you, for like 3 years now, and I just absolutely fell in love with it when I think I saw it on Kylie Jenner's Snapchat. I think I saw it and I was like, oh my goodness, what is that mirror? I need it. So I decided to treat myself to it. It definitely was a treat because this mirror cost me an arm and a leg. I've been waiting for it for 3 weeks to come, and then they bought it this morning at 8 AM. 5 guys came round. They came up to inspect the area and like the stairs and stuff to see if they could bring it up, and I didn't even think for 1 second that it would be an issue. And then they were like, can you just come downstairs for a minute so you can just see the size of the box? I'm not even joking you, this mirror was in a box bigger than this whole apartment. I've never seen a box so big. The mirror is 9 foot tall. Like, I saw the measurements on the website and thought, like, that space is absolutely huge. So I was like, that it will definitely fit. But it was actually trying to get it up the stairs that wasn't physically possible. I don't know whether to maybe put it in storage and then, like, keep it until we get off next place, or maybe try and get, like, a crane or a cherry picker to lift it up over the balcony. But then I just think that's a bit extra, isn't it? Like, we're only going to be here for a few, like, I don't know, maximum a year. That's quite a long time though, isn't it? I don't really know. This little bit here is quite cute. Like, I never used to really do nice interior things like the Scheisenhusen. I never really used to do like cute interior things like this in our last place because it just wasn't really the right look of apartment to do things like this. So that's my protein shake from this morning, which is looking absolutely vile now. So yeah, I think that's pretty much all you guys will probably want to see. How unbelievable are these roses, by the way. Tommy got them for me the other night and I've been having them in the sink because we've not got a vase. So next job is to get a vase. In fact, I might order one now because I really want to put those flowers in a nice vase. I'm trying to think if there's anything else to show you, but personally for me, I don't like really in-depth tours, and I think that's like showing you pretty much like everything. Obviously I've not really shown you much of the outside, but I mean it's not really any point now because everyone's blooming seen this place. It's just ridiculous, but we're not even going to go into that because it just makes me so mad. I was doing my makeup the other day and I looked out the window and I was like, surely not, like surely that is not perhaps waiting by that tree like pretending to be like having a picnic or something. And then I realised it was. So I've actually spoken to the estate agents and the landlord about if they would consider selling it because we love this place so much and it is so perfect for us, and I know I could literally like do it so nice if this was ours, but the answer was a big fat no. So we were back to square one again. I will keep you updated on that front. Obviously I think I mentioned in my last one that we have been looking into building our own house, which would be amazing, but it's a very complicated, long process. I've only been looking into it for about 2 weeks now, and it just seems a lot, a very expensive, very long and time-consuming job, which I don't know if we're really up for, but I guess we'll see. If we find our perfect house, then obviously there'll be no need to, but if we still are looking for a year and nothing comes up, then I think we might have to start looking at building our own. But anyway, guys, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I will see you all in my next video, which should be on Friday. So I love you all, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye!